I was having a little difficulty at that time because I was trying to respond to the fact that it was rather a delightful, off-the-wall concept that had a great deal of quietness to it. But at the same time, the word was children, child, kids. So I kept trying to move back to sort of get in some sort of space that would allow me to be connected with that. There was a small piece of animation that Mike had at that time where it was just the kid playing around with the soccer ball by himself. He looked as though he was thinking about both what he was doing and sort of the grandeur of it, and at the same time looked as though he might be thinking of something else. And the first thing I began to think of was, well, not color necessarily in the learned color sense, but in the sense color sense. Remembering back to trees and so on. Trees were something you either could climb or you couldn't climb. But also the roughness of the bark and the fact that it wasn't any particular color. Not at that time. Later on it was brown because they told me it was brown, not multicolored. I was trying to get back to what those colors might have been. When I started to put together something, and I liked pastel because it was sort of immediate. And I liked the idea of working on black paper because it was like bringing something out of the dark, which is where sort of vision seemed to come from. Either that or blinding light. And also not working in terms of color schemes, but sort of picking up a handful of chalk and then looking at it, see whatever they were, and trying to make that work. Which is like sort of doing your first drawings. And I'm not talking about doing childlike drawings. I'm talking about sort of trying to think from childhood up. Every one of us has been a child, including the children. You're really seeing if those recollections and those activities will create a spark, and I can't see where they wouldn't.